And a very warm welcome to the 2019 Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship at the Slovakia Ring, Slovakia. We are 35 kilometers from Bratislava, and today is day one of the two-day event. So it's the first of 6 events taking place. We have the next at Assen, Pannonia Ring, Oxersleben, Grobnik and Most. So today we can look forward to 6 races, 6 classes. The AAC and AAC 1000 class combined, the SSP 300 European Cup and SS3 300 Alpe Adria International Motor Cup, the STK 600 and the STK 1000 European and 1000 AAMIC series, the Supermike, and finally the FIME Supermono Cup and Hondo TC Dunlop. So just to welcome also my colleague, I'm Alan Spenjak doing the commentary today, and my colleague Mislav Perkuzic. Over to you, Mislav.
Thank you. Good day to all of you viewers from cloudy Slovakia Ring, where in about 10 minutes we'll be starting with the first race of the day. As you mentioned, today we had a lot of crashes in the morning on the qualification practices because yesterday evening we had hard rain which cooled down the track, and therefore the track lost its grip. A lot of riders had difficulties, and I must say that today's lap times were far from those of yesterday.
So Mislav, what do you think we can look forward to today's competition?
In this competition there are a lot of excellent riders. For first time after a couple of years we have a big grid in the 600 class, that is the 600 Superstock class. This year we don't have the Super Sport as was last year. So a lot of riders from the lower Super Sport 300 passed into the stronger category, so we can expect some young talents in that category to show us their talents. And of course we have our still champion Martin Vugrinec, who is our actually double champion. He won the Superstock in 2017, and then last year he was also the champion in the Supersport category, which, as I mentioned, is not actual this year.
So it promises to be an exciting two-day event.
For sure, and not only with the 600s, but with the Superstock 1000, and also in the Superbike category. There are a lot of riders well known to our viewers, I'm sure. Few of them also from the World Championship. Here we must mention Karl Hanika, who is always a favorite in the Superbike class. So I'm sure that our viewers will have a lot to see throughout this weekend.
I think it's just worth mentioning the Slovakia Ring. It's quite an amazing ring. It celebrates its 10-year anniversary. Is that right?
Yes. Slovakia Ring is a relatively new track, we can say, but has hosted a lot of great events, and regularly for a couple of years now they are hosting the Endurance World Championship, from which a lot of riders also compete in the Alpe Adria Championship. So we'll have familiar faces on the grid. This category which we are about to see is actually a combined race in 600 and 1000 category. This Alpe Adria Cup series was configured as a chance for the new riders who are just starting their racing careers with the big motorcycles to be able to compete in a category where there aren't so much experienced riders who are truth be told, even
Yeah.
10 years on the grid in the same category, so very, very experienced riders throughout the grid, no matter the category we are talking about.
It's also fair to say that Slovakia Ring isn't just, it hosts a number of international competitions of various sporting events, but it's also a great family day out for people who want to see racing and experience the adrenaline
Of course, that is always an exciting day to get out and to see all of these excellent riders. Here on this track venue, they also have a small go-kart track, so there is also something for the kids. But as you mentioned, this is a beautiful track, which hosts also car events as well. So throughout the year, all the people from Slovakia Ring, especially from Bratislava, the biggest city that is near the track, can come here, and every weekend there is an excellent competition going on.
I suppose it's just a few technical points about the track. We know it's 5.922 kilometers long, so it's a large track. It's got 14 bends, so it's quite a challenging track. It gives a lot of opportunity for riders to show off their skills. And it was designed by Austrian architect Hans Roth in 2008. Is that so?
Yes, the track is very difficult because you have a lot of hard brakings, and also you have combined corners where riders need to connect two or more corners. So it's a very difficult track. As I mentioned, we had a lot of crashes this morning, and also this is a clockwise circle. Also, that has to be mentioned. It is not quite often.
So now the riders are just starting to take their position on the grid.
Yes, we have 5 minutes and 20 seconds until the start of this race. We are awaiting all the riders to come to their positions so we could begin the starting procedure. Last year, this category of Alpe Adria Cup 600 was with a bigger number of riders, but this year we have just a couple of them. So let's go through the grid. On the first position with the Alpe Adria Cup 1000 category is number 10, Radoslav Brandebura. And on the second position, but starting from the third in the starting row, is Andreas Kuril. And then it's Sebastian Kresiski. And when we are talking about the Alpe Adria Cup 600, first place is Amir Osmanovic, then Michael Knezovic, and Petr Svoboda is the third placed man, but we have a combined grid here, so when we are talking about starting positions on the grid, it goes like this. Radoslav Brandebura on the first position, number 10, and then on the second position, number 626, Amir Osmanovic. On the third position, number 444, Andreas Kuril. On the fourth position, number 54, Michal Knezovic. Fifth, Sebastian Krzeski. Sixth, Robin Krajkamp. Seventh, Pavel Palduš. Eighth, Radek Kubista. Ninth, Petr Svoboda. And 10th on the grid, Jan Rukl. So combined grid, as I said.
So just to recap on the race, this is a 7-lap race. with a total of 41.45 kilometers. So now a few more bikes taking their positions. You can sense the excitement of this first race, the anticipation of the start.
As you mentioned, this is the first out of 6 competitions throughout the year. So throughout the year we'll be visiting next month the Essen track, well-known MotoGP track. I'm sure there will be a lot of Dutch riders there. We have announcements even now for that race. That race will be held on the 31st of May, and the weekend of 31st May. And then we go to Hungary, to Pannonia Ring, and after that is Oschersleben in Germany, also a well-known track venue. After that we are coming back to Rijeka Grobnik, and we will conclude our season with Czech Republic, also a well-known track venue known as Most, the track which hosts a lot of various races including trucks, so that will be interesting. That is a track that wasn't in the calendar for quite some time.
Because the Alpe Adria Cup is an international event. It's not just European, so we have riders from all over the world.
Yes, exactly. We have riders from literally every corner of the world, from South Africa Republic, from Finland. Literally people are coming from everywhere, especially since last year when Lutek Racing introduced this live streaming, which you are watching as we speak. This is a new innovation which was introduced into the championship to draw riders and to bring to the viewers everything that is happening on the track as well as off the track. We are waiting for 1 minute sign.
And we have the 1 minute sign. So 1 minute to go for the start of the first lap, the sighting lap. So now the pit staff moving away. So ready, 30-second sign. So the weather's still holding off. It's still cloudy and windy, but no rain, fortunately. And they're off on the first lap, the first sighting lap. So it's a familiarization as well with the current conditions compared with this morning. The track's much drier.
Some of the riders actually in the morning went out on wet tires, so there was a lot of rain during the night, but as you can see everything is dried up and the conditions, although without the sun, look close to very good.
certainly these shots give you an idea of the number of curves on the track and the challenges.
A lot of braking points and therefore a lot of places to overtake. So surely an exciting day in front of us. And also I expect a lot of from the Supersport 300 category, which has a lot of young riders who are very fast. This morning especially we had a newcomer who came and took away everything. He was almost 3 seconds faster. It was number 16. It's Maxim Repak. He's from Slovakia. This is his home track. So he had an excellent time. He was almost 3 seconds faster than Wojtek Schwarz. So that is an excellent race to see, where a lot of young talents progress. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of them are competing in the 600 Superstock this year. Okay, back to the Alpe Adria Cup riders. They are slowly getting on to their starting positions.
So the red flag obviously in position, waiting for the riders to regroup.
Everything is set. We are waiting for the back steward to give us the green flag.
Ready, and they're off for, this is the warm-up.
They're starting with a 10-second delay between 1000 Cup and 600. So Brandebura, Kuril, Krzeski, Krajkamp, Paldus, Kubista, Rukl. They are the first to start into this race with the Alpe Adria Cup 1000, and 10 seconds behind them the Alpe Adria 600 Cup started also. We see Radoslav Brandebura in the front, in the first position. We are still with the leader. Right behind him is Kuril, I believe. Number 444.
He's got a good lead early in the race.
Yes, we have to keep in mind that there was a 4 seconds split between them on the qualifications. Still waiting for the complete lap times so we could have the full classification.
So we're still waiting for the lap times, but Brandebura still ahead, still in the lead.
Robin Krijkamp is now in the front. That was Krijkamp, not Kuril, behind Brandebura. So now Krijkamp leads this race. Krijkamp was far away on the qualifications. His time was 2:42.8. So far away from 2:28, the time which Brandebura had for the pole position. But still, Radoslav Brandebura is very close. Doesn't want to lose touch with Krijkamp.
Krijkamp still there, still ahead, still just ahead.
As you said, this is a 7-lap race. Brandebura now makes a mistake and goes a bit too wide.
Yes. Krijkamp increasing the distance, increasing his lead.
So Krijkamp has the lead, a couple of tenths in front of Brandebura, and no one near them.
So for those who joined the race, Krijkamp is still in the lead. Brandebura a touch behind, and then quite a gap between second and third place. We're not sure who exactly is in third yet. Brandebura on his tail, he's determined to make up the difference.
We are now back with the leaders. I believe those two were a bit behind from the earlier shot. Krijkamp holding onto his lead, but Brandebura trying hard to close this gap and maybe try to overtake. This is Radek Kubista, number 58. He should be on the third position if so Krijkamp still in the front, but he increases his lead now, although Brandebura is better on the braking, but not close enough to make a move.
Close enough. Brandebura really trying to get past now. He's really on his tail.
So Brandebura now closes this down, tries to make a move on Krijkamp, but still there isn't enough room.
Well, it looks as though Krijkamp might just have edged ahead.
So,
what do you think, Mislav?
We are now back in the front. We see that Brandebura took the first position. Now Krijkamp, he's on the second place.
It's certainly very close. These two riders are very evenly matched.
For sure it will be tense until the last lap.
This is a 2-month race.
Yes. 3 laps to go. Brandebura still in the front.
Brandebura looks as though he's just increasing his lead very slightly. It's difficult to tell with some of the viewing angles. Brandebura maintaining his lead.
Yes, Brandebura still in the front. Krijkamp trying to close down on him, but doesn't manage to do so. It looks like Brandebura will pull away.
Certainly his acceleration on the straights seemed to give him that advantage. Brandebura still in the lead. Krijkamp not far behind. 2 laps to go now.
Now Krijkamp makes a move and takes the leading position in the Alpe Adria Cup 1000 category.
So we're back to the leader.
Yes, Krijkamp managed to pull away, but as we saw in the last laps, that is no guarantee for a victory. It's still Krijkamp in front.
Brandeboura just behind. So 1 lap to go.
Yes, we are in the last lap.
So Krijkamp seems to be well in the lead now.
Yes, Krijkamp has 2 seconds of lead. Kubista is on the 3rd position. Then number 444, Andreas Kuril. And behind him, it's number 56, that's Jan Rukel. And then the leading position in the Alpe Adria Cup 600 is number 626. That is Amir Osmanovic. Behind him it's number 88, Petr Svoboda. He's the 2nd placed man in the Alpe Adria Cup 600. And Michal Knezovic is the 3rd placed in the Alpe Adria Cup 600, but between them it's Pavel Paldus and number 101 Krzeski. We are watching here Kubista on the 3rd position, and Andreas Kuril
in 4th position.
So as you can see, the Krijkamp has an excellent advantage, and surely he will come and take the victory. The flag is up. We are in the final sector. Here comes Krijkamp over the finish line, and victory for him. 2nd position for number 10, Radoslav Brandeboura. And then number 58, it's Radek Kubista. Behind Kubista, Kuril, Rukl, Osmanovic, Svoboda. And then number 55, it's Pavel Paldus. Number 101, Krzeski. And number 54, it's Michal Knezovic.
So that's a great win for Robin Krijkamp.
Yeah, this is an excellent race for him, especially when we know that he didn't start from a good position.
Yeah.
Didn't have a good qualifying time, probably had some problems, but managed to overcome them and take the victory. Radoslav Brandeboura can also be happy. He managed to hold on to his position for quite some time, but Krijkamp was in the end faster.
But it was a very close race.
Close race indeed. When we thought that one pulled away from the other, they swapped positions and did that throughout the race.
just to recap on the positions. In first position, Robin Krijkamp. In second position, number 10, Radoslav Brandebura. In third position, number 58, Radek Kubista. In fourth position, number 444, Andreas Kuril. In fifth position, number 56, Pavel Paldos. Number 6, sixth position, number 626, Amir Osmanovic. And in seventh position, number 88, Petra Svoboda. Eighth position, number 55, Pavel Paldos. Number 9, 101, Sebastian Krzeski. And in 10th position, Michal Knezovic. So we're now just a few views of the pits. And just a reminder, our next race today is the SSP 300 European Cup and SSP 300 Alpe Adria International Motor Cup at 13:25. And we'll be back in a few moments for the next race. Like for those who have joined us this afternoon, another warm welcome to the Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship at the Slovakia Ring, Slovakia. We are on the second race this afternoon, the Supersport 300 series. So the riders are on grid, they're just taking their positions. And for this race, we have 16 riders, and the race is 9 laps of a total of 53 kilometers. So on the starting grid on the Supersport 300 series, in pole position we've got number 16 Maxim Repak. Second position on the grid, number 77 Wojtek Schwarz. In third position, number 37 Roman Kuchera. In the second row, fourth position, number 27 Pavel Sobczyk. In fifth position, number 56 David Kuban. Sixth position, number 12 Mate Jamado. In the third row, seventh position, number 7 Manuel Roca. Number 8th position, number 41 Yuri Nespensi. And 9, number 63 Miroslav Hrava. 10th position, number 74 Leon Lambing. Position 11, number 666 Filip Kurek. 12th position, number 22 Przemysław Demianuk. Number 13, position 13, number 97 Gasper Hudovernik. 14th position, number 8 Marketa Stradanova. And number 15 position, number 13 Kamil Barczyk. And making up the last 4, number 16, number 47 Radek Lamich. Number 17th, number 52 Oliver Koenig. 18th position, number 61 Christian Plodzinski. And in the last row, number 19, number 24 Jerry Klemba. So the conditions this afternoon are cloudy, there's a little bit of wind, but the rain seems to be holding off, so the track is dry. So we've just got the 3-minute signal, 3 minutes to go. So again, this is a 9-lap race, and this is our second race today, day 1 of the 2-day event at the Slovakia ring. So this is the first of the season, with the other events in Assen, Pannonia Ring, Oxersleben, Grobnik and Most. So there are 6 events for this season for the Alpe Adria Cup. So we're just waiting for the 1-minute signal. So 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go now with the start of the Superstock 300 series. 1 minute to go. So the pit staff are leaving the grid. 30 seconds to go for the sighting lap. And they're away. They're away on the sighting lap for the Supersport 300 series race this afternoon. So again, we have a dry track this afternoon. This morning's qualifying and practice laps were predominantly wet. This is just one of the 14 curves, 14 bends, tight bends on the Slovakia ring. So there's many opportunities to overtake, but also quite a challenge. And there are also four hills on the track. So again, it's quite varied. So repositioning on the starting grid. So repositioning for the warm-up lap. Just to repeat, this is the nine lap Supersport 300 series race. Second race this afternoon at the Slovakia ring.
Everything is set. We have the green flag, waiting for the lights. Starting from pole position is Maxim Repak, local hero here. And they're off. Repak in the lead, side by side. There are a couple of bikes side by side. We have a number 56, David Kuban, on the leading position now. Second is Maxim Repak. Nineteen riders on the grid in this Supersport 300 category. So we have a change in the lead. Now Maxim Repak is in the front, number 16, local hero here at Slovakia ring. He was almost 3 seconds faster than Wojtek Schwarz, a well-known rider in this Supersport 300 category.
So Schwarz is in second position. You can't see the difference yet in time.
Yes, we have a lot of changing positions.
So Repak, Schwarz, Kuchera.
So Roman Kuchera on the third position, trying to hold on with the leaders, but as we can see, Maxim Repak is pulling far away. We are still waiting for the official difference, but it's, I believe, minimum half a second lead for him.
Repak still well in the lead now. He seems to be increasing the difference, stretching his lead.
Yes, definitely. He will have a great lead. This is a race which has 9 laps. We are only in the first lap. And Repak, if drives similarly to the qualifications, will definitely have a big advantage at the end of this race. The most interesting fight is now for the second position, where we have 4 riders in this group, 2 and 2 behind, as you can see. Repak still pulling away. Number 16, Kawasaki. We see now David Kuban on the second position. Managed to overtake Wojtek Schwarz.
So Repak, Kuban. Looks as though Schwarz. But Repak still well in the lead.
He is not pulling away as we expected from him, but still he is 2 seconds off his pole position time. So Repak, Schwarz, Konig, Kuban. That is the order. Behind is Miloslav Hrava, and then Mate Samado, Manuel Roca. Probably Kuchera made a mistake, and he's now a bit back in the order. He's at the 8th position. Off to the start and finish line. 2:25.3 was Maxim Repak's lap, but as we see, Oliver Konig makes the fastest lap of this race, 2:24.1, and him and Wojtek Schwarz now close down on Repak, and Repak seems to be in trouble. They can use the slipstream now, and I'm sure that Konig will
certainly closing
overtake. Yes, Konig overtakes from the outside. This will be a hard braking. 3 bikes almost aligned. Now Schwarz tries to, yes, and Schwarz also pulls from the outside and takes the position. So Konig and Schwarz now in the front.
Konig in the lead, Schwarz second.
So still a close fight in the front. Maxim Repak tries to take over the second position, and he manages to do so. Still Konig in the front.
And Konig's got a big lead now.
Yeah, he managed to extend his lead. But this is still too close to call, because this is a lightweight class where slipstream is very important, as you can see. Now Maxim Repak takes the slipstream and takes also the leading position. So most definitely we will have a big fight until the end. So the fastest lap of the race is being held by Oliver Konig, 2:24.0. Konig now overtakes Repak. This will be a close fight until the end. Oliver Konig also rode this category last year, and he's an experienced rider, so we can expect from him a lot in this race. We still have 6 laps to go. So Repak, Konig, Schwarz, Hrava, Samado, Kuban, Kuchera, Roca, Nespesni, Sobčík, Kurek, Hudovernik, Lambing, Barcik, Demaniuk, Strnadova, Klemba, Lamich, and on the 19th position, Plostinski, sorry.
So Konig only 0.2 of a second behind, so it's still very, very close. And with six laps to go, there's still a lot of opportunity.
Konig managed to pass Repak and is holding on to his lead, but only just 1/10 between them, maybe.
apologies for the technical delay. We are now back at the race. We are back at the Super Sport 300 race. We've got one lap to go now, the final lap.
Yes, this is the final lap of this 9-lap race. Big fight going on between Oliver Koning and Maxim Repak. Repak now in the front. Repak is again losing his leading position, but I'm sure that he will use the slipstream down this hill and again being opportunity to take over. No, still Koenig holds on. 2:23.5 is the fastest lap of this race. So
it's still quite tight, but he's holding on to the lead.
We are at the end of the second sector. Still Oliver Koenig in the lead in front of Repak. But this is far from over. And Maxim Repak crashes down. Repak is down. This was a hard crash for a young Maxim Repak. Slovakian rider crashed in that fast right corner. We hope everything is okay with Maxim Repak.
We should get confirmation soon.
So Oliver Koenig at first position will take the victory, first victory of this weekend for the Super Sport 300 category. Unfortunately, Repak, who was fighting with him throughout the race, crashed out. We are in the third and final sector. We are waiting for Oliver Koenig to come and take the victory over the start and finish line. Off he goes. Congratulations to Oliver Koenig.
It's a good race for Oliver Koenig.
He is looking behind his back. Where is Maxim Repak? He didn't see him crash out. They were a bit apart. So Wojtek Schwarz comes in second, and we'll see the third position. Big fight between Hrava, Samado and Kuban, who will take... Hrava takes the third position, just 500ths of a second in front of Samado. And Kuban, excellent race. And behind him comes Kuchera and Roca. Everything is okay with Maxim Repak. He's okay, but unfortunately lost his position in this race.
So just to recap, in first position, Koenig. In second position, Schwarz. And in third position, Schmado. In fifth position, Kuban. Sixth position, Kuchera. Seventh position, Roca. Eighth position, eighth position, Kurek. Ninth position, Lespesny. 10th position, Lambing. 11th position, Hudovernik and Lambing in 12th. So a good victory for Koenig, and despite the crash, Maxim Rech managed to walk back off the track and back to the pits. So that's just to conclude, that was race number 2 this afternoon, Super Sport 300 series. And the next race we have, the third race this afternoon, is the Super Stock 600. So we're now waiting for final bikes to return to the pits. So just to repeat that this is the first race at Slovakia Ring of the season for the Alpe Adria Motorcycle Championships 2019. Day 1 of the opening event. And we'll be back in a few moments for the start of the Super Stock 600. And again, for those who have just joined us, a warm welcome to the Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship at Slovakia Ring in Slovakia. We're here for day one of the international competition, and we're now at race 3 this afternoon. Day 1, race 3, and this is the Superstock 600 series. So we're just waiting as the bikes assemble on the starting grid. And this is quite a big class. We have nearly 40 riders this afternoon on this race. So the grid is quite a large grid. So just taking the positions on the starting grid, I'll go through the grid positions. So in pole position, the first row, number 11, Felix Nassi from Finland. Second position, first row, number 94, Richard Bodis from Hungary. Number 3, number 36, Thomas Eder from Germany. In the second row, fourth position, number 4, Martin Vugrinec from Croatia. Fifth position, number 91, Julian Trimmer from Austria. Sixth position, number 83, Michal Chalupa from the Czech Republic. In the third row, number 7, seventh position is number 86, Niko Komi from Finland. Eighth position, number 69, Kevin Rana, also from Austria. Number 9 position is 941, Marcel Bezulski from Poland. And also from Poland, Michel Skajnost, the 10th position, number 881. Number 11, position number 11, number 2, Kevin Koenig, also from Germany. 12th position, 261, Jarmal Klub from the Czech Republic. In the 5th row, number 13, position 13, number 47, Philip Hall from Denmark. Position number 14, number 7, Yasmin Sarios from Finland. Position number 15, number 81, Jaroslav Korbic, also from Finland. From Poland. And in the 6th row, number 16, Peter Kachaba, number 88. Position number 17, Lukas Valkhuta from Austria. And 18th position, number 40, Alan Györfi from Hungary. So we've just had the 5-minute starting signal. Coming back to the grid, it's a big grid this afternoon. 7th row, position 19, number 98, Michal Ronec from Slovakia. In the 7th row, position number 20, number 71, Christian Buzalowski. Position 21, number 33, Thomas Subert from the Czech Republic. In the 8th row, position number 22, number 17, Jakub Bolek from Poland. Position number 23, number 31, Kirsi Kainalunen from Finland. Position number 24, number 63, Gerald Gruber from Austria. 9th row, position 25, number 18, Balint Győr from Hungary. Position number 26, row 9, it's number 21, Bastian Ubel from Germany. Position 27, number 42, Lennart Paul Ulbel from Austria. In the 10th row, position number 28, number 38, Zdeněk Ort from the Czech Republic. Position number 29, Peter Fiegel from the Czech Republic. And number 30, Bartolomew Kabala from Poland. And 11th row, position number 31, Silvio Fiore from Switzerland. Position 32, number 32, Patrik Stakura from the Czech Republic. Position number 33, number 55, Dusan Kovarik from Slovakia. 12th row, position number 34, 22, Jan Novotny, also from the Czech Republic. Number 35, Michal Savinkov. Number 36, Mariusz Durinik. And row 13, number 37, Targut Durukan. So we're just waiting for the 1 minute signal. So 1 minute to start, and this is the start of the Superstock 600 class this afternoon. So this race, 12 laps, so it's a total of 71.06 kilometers. So it's almost the longest race this afternoon. So we've now got the pit staff walking off the pits. We've got this 30-second signal. So this is the 30-second signal to the sighting lap. And they're off. So see, we've got a large number of riders here. So this is the warm-up lap. Again, the conditions this afternoon are dry compared to this morning when the conditions were rather damp after the rain of last night. So, in first position, we've got Felix Nassi. Second position, Richard Bodis. And in third position, Thomas B. Ada. So this is a much longer race, 12 laps. So Felix Nassi, the Finn, he's still well in the lead here. But it's still early in the race, as we say. Right, so taking their positions. "12 laps to go." So just waiting for the green. Second steward. Waiting for the light now. And they're away. And they're away. So we've got an exciting start now. So just trying to see who's in the first couple of positions. So this is the start of a 12 lap race. So just trying to see who's ahead now. So it looks like Felix Nassi in the lead. Felix Nassi still just ahead. Just ahead. We're just confirming positions for 2, 3 and 4.
So we are at the beginning of this Superstock 600 race. In the lead, it's number 11, Felix Nassi, in front of Martin Vugrinec, number 4. Vugrinec only 0.2 of a second behind. Third position for Richard Bodis. Then Julian Trumer, Kevin Koenig, Nico Komi, Michal Shalupa. Vugrinec goes wide. He makes a mistake, loses a lot of time, but manages to stay on the third position. This will be And very interesting race. Vugrinets has a good lap time at this track. His best time is 2:09. So that is well over 3 seconds faster than his qualification time. So we can expect from him to recover from this mistake.
He had a very good season last year.
Yes, and two outstanding seasons. He took the championship in the super stock class, and then after that last year in the super sport class in the Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship. We are in the second sector. Still Felix Nasi in front of Richard Bodis. Waiting for Vugrinets.
So Vugrinets in second position.
No, he's third, but closing down on the second placed man, number 94, Bodis. Yes, Vugrinets closed down in only one sector. We are in the final corner. So still Nasi in front of Bodis. Trumer.
So we're 1 lap in, 10 laps to go. 2 laps in, 10 to go.
Yes, it's still Nasi, but now Vugrinets closed down on Bodis. So this will be a tight race. I'm sure Martin Vugrinets wants to take victory here also and make a good training for his season. This year he's competing in the Deutsche National Championship, and Vugrinets takes second position on the braking. Vugrinets is back on the second position, and Nasi cannot pull away for sure. Outstanding performance by all of the top riders.
These three are very close together. Still fair to say there's a long way to go.
Vugrinets is now very close to Nasi, and in the next couple of corners, most definitely he will try to take the leading position. Vugrinets very close. Nasi has to watch his back. Felix Nasi is our rider from Finland. So we have riders all across the Europe and the world as well.
And we have a number of local riders as well as Finns, Germans, Hungarians, Austrians.
At the moment, fastest rider on the track is Martin Vugrinets with his best lap time, 2:10.480. That is the last lap as well, his last lap. So Nasi is in trouble. Vugrinets seeking for an opportunity to overtake. We see that he has speed and he goes for the second position and manages to pass.
He has got it. He's now in the lead. Vugrinets now in the lead. Nasi second position, just behind.
It was a tight pass, but still Vugrinets managed to pull it out. So Nasi now has to try and stay behind Vugrinets, but as you can see, obviously Vugrinets is pulling away.
He's really stretched that lead now.
There won't be a comeback from Nasi, although things look close, but they are far from it, be sure.
So Nasi's really catching up. Is he going to take him? Is he going to take him at that bend? No. Vugrinets pulls ahead.
He tried to get in on the brakes, but he was far, far behind and already had to turn into the corner off to the start and finish line. 8 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. 8 laps to go. Now Nasi tries to overtake from the slipstream, and he manages to do so.
And Nasi back in front. This is a really tight race.
Vugrinets taking a little different line in this long right corner. So Vugrinets again seeking for an opportunity. Now Nasi is a bit far away for him to try, but still this is far from over.
Vugrinets really now trying to close that gap.
Yes, this is where he
most of every opportunity.
He took him in this corner in the last lap. Now Nasi has been prepared, so he'll have to wait for another opportunity. But on the third place, Richard Bodis is also very close. All 3 of them are now in the 2:11s, although Vugrinets has 2:10.4 fastest lap. We must remind you all that after this race we have the Superstock 1000 category next in line. That will be at 2:50 p.m. today, and after that, of course, Superbike race at 3:40 p.m. and then at 4:30 p.m. The FIM Super Mono Cup and the Honda Talent Challenge Dunlop Cup. So a lot of races ahead of us. We are not even on the half of what's waiting for us. Again, we go over the start and finish line. Now it's 7 laps to go. It's still Felix Nasi in front of Martin Vugrinets, and third position for Richard Bodis.
And don't forget, this is day 1. Day 2, we have another 6 exciting races for you. Starting tomorrow afternoon.
Vugrinets now trying to take an opportunity, but can he make it? Again, hard on the brakes, but still there is no room for him to pass.
Nasi still ahead, Vugrinets just behind. It's so close.
We're now at the back of the pack, so we're in the middle. Ooh, they touched. Vugrinets and Nasi touched. It was a very close call. We didn't quite get the full situation, but most definitely there was a touch between them. The most important thing
was
is
so
that,
close.
yes, the both riders are okay and on track. Vugrinets managed to stay in the front, but now Nasi is on the third position, and Richard Bodis is on the second position at the moment. So Felix Nasi lost a lot of time in that collision with Vugrinets.
But Vugrinets has got the advantage. However, Bodis is right behind, right on his tail.
Yes, he got an rocket power on when he saw an opportunity, and he is now in the lead. We have a new leader for the first time in this race, number 94, Richard Bodis. But Vugrinets is right on his back wheel, right on his tail, and most definitely he won't let victory slip out on him like that. The question is, can Nasi recover from this? We still have 6 laps to go.
There's still the front three are still very close.
Yes,
very
it's
close.
1.4 seconds is the difference between them at the end of the last lap.
And with 6 laps to go, it's still.
Yes, we are now
time.
at half distance. Quick look on back of the grid. Now we are back with the leaders. It seems like Vugrinets pulled away slightly. But now Vugrinets makes a mistake and goes wide. Almost crashes out, and Vugrinets is down. Vugrinets is down. Unfortunately, he touched the white stripe and opened gas and lost his rear wheel, and Vugrinets is down. What an outcome, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. He made a mistake, went wide, and then opened gas on the white line, and unfortunately lost his rear wheel.
Paid dearly for it.
Unbelievable, unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Now we have Richard Bodis in the lead in front of number 11, Felix Nasi. Julian Trumer should be on the third position, then Halupa, Eder Komi, Runner, Bezulski, and Konig. That should be the top 10 now, with Michael Schenoist. But what an unfortunate turn of events for Martin Vugrinets.
He'll be very disappointed, I'm sure. It's just so unfortunate.
Really unfortunate for him. It's now 5 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. 5 laps to go in this Superstock 600 category. Our most numerous class, with 40 riders on the grid. This cloudy day in Slovakia ring. As we can see, we have a change in the lead. Felix Nasi took the first position in front of Richard Bodis. He obviously saw an opportunity and made a move.
But it's still very close with the first 3. Just 0.8 of a second between them.
Yes, it's still too close to call. Most definitely, neither one of them will let go of the victory. Trying to use the slipstream and pass in front of Felix Nasi, but Bodis is still far away and cannot manage to outbrake him as well.
Nasi is just on his tail. He can't be any closer.
Again, over the start and finish line they go. We have now 4 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. 4 laps to go. Nasi and Bodis. This will be a fight until the end. We have also a big fight now for the 3rd position between Julian Trumer, Michal Chalupa and Thomas Eder. They are on your screens. Number 91, it's Julian Trumer. Number 83, Michal Chalupa. And number 36, it's Thomas Eder. 3 riders in 0.2 of a second, so that should be an interesting fight as well for the last place on the podium.
So still Nasi in the lead. Felix Nasi from Finland.
Excellent performance for the Finnish rider who has never competed in the Alpe Adria until this race. So we welcome him into our championship. As we mentioned earlier, this is an open type of championship where participants from all around the world can come and race with us. We have 6 beautiful tracks which we are visiting throughout this racing season. We hope that you come and join us at least at one of them.
Yes, and this year, apart from the Slovakia ring, at the end of May we're in Assen in the Netherlands. 28th of June, 28th of May to the beginning of June is the Pannonia ring in Hungary. And at the end of August, towards the end of August, Oskarsleben in Germany. 23rd, 25th of August in Grobnik in Croatia. And the last championship of the season is the 27th to 9th to 29th of September at Most in the Czech Republic. So we're looking forward to an exciting season of motorcycle racing.
This is a bit far down the grid. Unfortunately, we lost on this morning's qualifications Danilo Di Giorgio, an Italian rider who is very known to all of our Alpe Adria spectators as a few-time champion in the Alpe Adria Championship in the 125cc sport production category. And he is now for the 2nd year in the Superstock 600, but unfortunately he had a crash, and we wish him a fast recovery. Back with the leaders. That was the fight for the 3rd place between Chalupa, Trumer and Eder. Now still Nasi is trying to hold off Richard Bodis, who is right on his tail, and this will be a tight one for sure. We're in the 2nd sector.
So we've got 3 laps to go now. Nasi still in the lead, Bodis just behind, and 3 of the second behind.
He's trying to pull one from the head, but still doesn't manage to do so. Penultimate lap, ladies and gentlemen, penultimate lap of this Superstock 600 race. They're overtaking a back marker. This goes smoothly. Fortunately, he didn't got in the way. So the fight for the leading position continues. Still in the front of Felix Nasi, in front of Richard Bodis. Unfortunately, we lost Martin Vugrinec. If you just joined us, he made a mistake, went wide, and when he touched the white line, lost his rear wheel, and that was unfortunately the end for him today.
But nevertheless, it was a really exciting start of the race.
Yes, it was an exciting first part of the race. Vugrinec was constantly changing positions with Nasi and Bodis, so we have a lot to look forward for tomorrow's race.
Nasi still just in the lead, but Bodis looks as though he's taken the lead. We'll just confirm that.
No, those are the back markers. It's Nasi still in the front of Bodis. This is number 54, who is the back marker. That is Durukan in front of Novotny. So there were the back markers which have been passed by the leading two. It's still Nasi, but only just in front of Richard Bodis. Bodis tries to outbrake him, but Nasi is very strong on the braking. We are entering the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. Final lap of this Super Stock 600 race. Over the line we go. Final lap, only 1/10 between the leading two. Will it be Bodis or Nasi? Bodis tries to take the leading position, but still Nasi has the speed.
He's holding him off. He's holding him
off. Again, back with the leaders. Nasi still holding on to his lead, but just barely. Bodis still close. Can he make a move in this final sector and try to overtake? He's very close, but Nasi is expecting an attack. Bodis tries to go from the outside, maybe carrying a bit more speed into the corner, but still
Nasi's holding off. Holding him off.
Maybe on the brakes? No, not even this time. We are in the second sector. This is now again one of the back markers because we are waiting for our leaders. Again, these are the riders behind. Now we have a change in the lead. Bodis overtook in front of Nasi. Can he manage to stay in front in this?
Bodis has pulled away.
Yes, he's pulling away. Can he stay in front in this second half of this lap? Second sector is behind us. We are in the final sector.
Bodis in the lead.
Yes, Bodis was faster in the second sector. And he managed to take the lead, and he has the lead. Can he go over the line? Yes, Richard Bodis takes the victory in front of Felix Nasi.
That's an excellent result. Excellent performance.
Excellent performance from the victorious Bodis. Outstanding race, I must say. Third position at the end goes to Julian Trumer in front of Thomas Eder and Nico Komi. He managed to come in front of Eder for just under 0.2 of a second. So congratulations to our third placed Julian Trumer as well. And of course, congratulations to Felix Nasi and Richard Bodis on their outstanding performance.
Great race, really great race. So, just coming to the end of the Superstock 600 race, the last lap. With the winner, Richard Bodis. Richard Bodis, great performance, great race. So the next race this afternoon is the Superstock 1000 European. So that race is at 14:50, 10 to 3. And again, an exciting afternoon's racing here at Slovakia Ring. Day one of the Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship. So this is day one of day two. Tomorrow we have another 6 races for you. So just tomorrow at day 2 we have race 1 in the morning, which is the FIME Super Mono Cup, starting at 10 o'clock. At 10:25 the AAC 600 and the AAC 1000 race. At 11 o'clock the Honda TC Dunlop race. 11:50 the SSP 300, the Supersport 300 European Cup. In the afternoon, the Superstock 600, 13:40. The STK 1000 at 14:25, and the Superbike at 15:15. And the final race of the day is the Super Mono Cup, the FIME Super Mono Cup at 16:05. So we look forward to seeing those tomorrow. So we'll be back with you in a few moments. If you've just joined us, another warm welcome to the Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship at the Slovakia Ring in Slovakia. Welcome to day one, and this is going to be race 4 of the day. So this is the Super Stock 1000 series. So this afternoon we have 16 riders in this race. So 12 laps, a total of 71 kilometres. So it's quite a significant race, quite an exciting race, as indeed they all are this afternoon. So the bikes are just taking their positions on the grid. And just to go through the grid positions, in row 1, in pole position, we have Michal Fila from the Czech Republic. Number 2, number 71, Christopher Bergman from Sweden. Number 3, in the front row, we have number 6, Michal Prasek, also from the Czech Republic. Row 2, position 4, number 17, Arnold Friedrich from Germany. Position 5, number 33, Marek Szopek from Poland. Number 6, position 6 is number 36, Václav Bitman from the Czech Republic. Row 3, number 7, number 69, Dominik Juda from the Czech Republic. Number 65, position 8, is Tomas Svitok from Slovakia. So we have a local rider. Position 9, number 14, Matej Lajko from Hungary. Row 4, position 10, number 7, Kamil Kerzemian from Poland. Position 11, number 81, Florian Husler. And position 12, number 82, Karel Pesek from the Czech Republic. Row 5, position 13, number 111, Michal Sembrera from the Czech Republic. And next to him, position 14, number 16 is Patrik Pazera, also from the Czech Republic. So the weather conditions this afternoon are dry, it's cloudy. There was rain last night, which affected some of the practice and qualifying rounds this morning with a wet track. So we have 5 minutes to start, race start. So just to repeat, this is the Super Stock 1000 race, 12 laps, total of 71 kilometres. So this is one of the longer races of today. So we have 14 riders in this race. And in this class we also have some very experienced, very talented riders. So it promises to be another exciting race. So we're just waiting for the 3-minute start signal. Three minutes to go. So again, we've got a number of exciting races for you. We've got 2 more races left after this afternoon. We have the Superbike and the FIME Super Mono Cup and Honda TC Dunlop. And tomorrow we have 6 more races. So we're just waiting now for the 1-minute sign before the start-up. So the riders now all in their positions. One minute to go. To go at this amazing Slovakia ring, celebrating its 10th birthday this year. Completed between 2008 and 2009. 30 seconds to go. So we're just ready for the warm-up. Waiting lights. And they're off. So just taking that first bend. Curves, these bends give you a lot of opportunity for braking, overtaking. It's certainly quite a challenge. It's certainly an interesting course. So just remembering this is the first of the season's racing at the Slovakia ring. So 5 more races this season. So it's a 12-lap race. We've got the marshal with the red flag ready for repositioning on the grid. Taking up their positions again. Waiting for the lights. And in pole position is Michal Fila. And they're off. And they're off. It's a good start. So we're just looking to see who's ahead now. So just to wait for confirmation who is actually in the lead. Just waiting for those positions. So Michal Fila is in the lead. Looks as though he's well in the lead. So as the riders spread out, it still looks as though first position. Opening up that lead as well. Difficult to see who's behind second and third position, but we'll get confirmation of that very soon. So it still looks as though number 55, Michal Fila, in the lead. Mislav, we've just got confirmation there. Second and third positions.
Yes, let's start from Michal Fila, who is our top rider in this Superstock 1000 category for quite some time. And he has a big pack behind of him, although they're quite behind, I must say. After the first lap, we have over 0.8 of a second difference. So it's Fila, Bergman, Friedrich, Prašek, Skopek, Lacko, Bitman, Krzemien, Hasler, Juda, Pešek, Svitok, Sembera, Pacera, Paulikas and Zemzauer on the Aprilia. Paulikas and Zemzauer didn't start this race, so we have only 14 riders on the track. Fila still in the front.
Still well in front. Robert Bergman is doing his best to catch up.
Bergman is an outstanding rider. It was a close qualification between Fila and him.
So do you think this race will be a two-man race?
It's hard to say because there are a lot of riders behind them. No matter we talk about Friedrich or Prasek or Skopek, they are all very good riders who are at a high level. So therefore, I have no doubt that this will be an interesting race. Now we see Christopher Bergman trying to take over the leading position. He's just showing himself on the inner line. Also, Friedrich and Prasek are very close. Only 1.5 tenths between them. Now it's stretched a bit, but this is still very close. Keep in mind that this is the Superstock 1000 category. Very strong bikes indeed.
These are very powerful bikes. Bergman is...
Yes, he has a better...
Tail. He's really trying to catch up now.
Now he tries to use the slipstream. He was faster on that exit onto the start and finish line, and he takes the leading position at the moment. Can he hold the line? Yes, Bergman holds the line. This is also a good situation for Michal Prasek, because every time Fila and Bergman switch positions, that means a couple of tenths for Prasek to come closer. We are now looking at Arnold Friedrich. He's our fourth position man. Big fight going on. Surely Fila won't let Bergman just pull away. Prasek still calmly.
It's fair to say there's some very experienced riders in this race. Some very experienced riders.
It's a close race. 0.3 of a second in between three riders, our top three riders. Bergman, Fila and Prasek. Only 71 thousandths of a second was the difference between the start and finish line. On the start and finish line between Fila and Bergman.
So on the qualifiers. But certainly a gap between number 5 and 6. So we've got quite a tight bunch now.
This is surely far from over. We have just under 10 laps to go. We are in the third sector, exiting out on the finish straight. 2 tenths between Bergman and Fila. Prasek 4 tenths of a second behind. So he can still use the slipstream and stay close to the leaders. But we can see Friedrich also on the fourth position, trying to hold on. Marek Skopek on the fifth position. There's 1.5 tenth difference between fourth and fifth placed man, Friedrich and Skopek.
And for those of you who are just joined the race, we are in the third lap of the Superstock 1000 European race this afternoon at the Slovakia ring. This is for the Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship. This is the first race, the first event of this season, day one of a 2-day racing event.
We must add that from this year, this Superstock 1000 category is part of the European Cup. So here we are looking at the best from the Europe in this European Cup. Fila tries to take the inner line, but still Bergman is holding on to his leading position. Prasek still calmly watching the situation in front and waiting for his opportunity. First time somebody makes a mistake, he will overtake, and somebody did make a mistake. It's Michal Fila in some trouble, I believe. Sorry, it's Bergman. Fila is in the front. What happened to Christopher Bergman? Did he have a moment? We didn't quite catch that.
So maybe Fila back ahead, back in the lead.
Yes, but now Prashek sees an opportunity. Prashek sees an opportunity, tries to take over the lead. Fila is in the inner line. They go side by side, but it's still Fila in the front. Bergman is now quite off. He's more behind than we could have imagined. Now Prashek is trying to take this opportunity and go into the lead, but still Michal Fila is an excellent rider who can hardly be outbraked.
So Fila and Prashek. At this stage it looks between the two, but we're still early in the race.
We still have just under 8 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen, in this Super Stock 1000 race. In the front it's Michal Fila and Michal Prashek. Christopher Bergman tries to close down on them, but he had a moment in the last lap and therefore lost a lot of time. He's now a clean second off the leading man, Michal Fila. We'll see how the lap times will progress. For now, the fastest lap of the race is Christopher Bergman, 2:04.608. Then it's Michal Prashek with best time 2:04.749. Do we have a change in the lead? Yes, Prashek takes over the lead. Prashek takes over the lead.
Prashek, Fila and Bergman. 1, 2, 3. And then 3.1 seconds behind.
Again, we go over the start and finish line. It's now 7 laps to go. Bergman was slower than the leading two in the last lap. They went low 206 and he went 207.1, so not a good lap for Christopher Bergman.
Prashek still in the lead. Fila seems to be falling behind a little bit. Can he make up that difference? With 7 laps to go. Just to repeat that this is the Super Stock 1000 race this afternoon at the Slovakia ring.
After this race, of course, we will have our strongest category. It will be the race of the Superbike category. The Superbike bikes, if you accidentally don't know, are commercial bikes, but heavily modified. We can say that they only have a few stock parts on them. So we have an exciting race coming up. We have a lot of well-known names. We are waiting to see the big race between Hanika and Marko Jerman. They just got back from Le Mans, from the Endurance World Championship. So it will be an excellent race as well. Back with our leaders, still it's Michal Prashek in front of Michal Fila, number 6 and number 55. Over the line they go. It's now 6 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. 6 laps to go.
Halfway.
Obviously, Christopher Bergman has a problem. He was dropping down On the lap times, we saw that he had every lap a worse time, and obviously he has a problem because he entered the pit. So we have a new third position man. It's Arnaud Friedrich in front of Marek Skopek. And there is only 0.2 of a second between them, like in between the leading two.
So this has certainly been an exciting race so far. Halfway in.
Yes, halfway in, and most definitely we've seen a lot. Too bad we lost Christopher Bergman. Obviously he has some kind of technical issue. We'll try to get the information later on to see what happened to him or to his bike. But obviously at one moment he just started to drop on his lap time. Back with the leader, it's Michal Fila trying to close down Prashek and eventually pass him, but it will be an exciting race for the third place as well between Arnaud Friedrich and Marek Skopek, who are both very close, only a 1/10.5 in between them.
But nevertheless a gap. Quite a gap between the first, second, and third and fourth.
2.5 seconds is the difference between the leading groups, the first leading group and the second leading group. Again, we go over the start and finish line, and it's now 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go in this Superstock 1000 race.
Prashek still in the lead. Fila looking for his opportunity.
Prashek turns his head. Yes, probably he will take it. Prashek looks over his shoulder and probably lost some speed, but he managed to stay in the front. Now Fila looks over his shoulder. They're obviously looking for Christopher Bergman.
Fila. This is so close.
It's still hard to say who will take this one. Everything is on the table for the podium.
There's still time. We're still not at the closing stages yet. Now Fila really putting ahead, or putting forward, I should say.
Only 0.07 of a second in between them in the last lap. 206.181 and 206.174 for Fila. So indeed this is a close race. Even their fastest lap time is in 1/10 of a second.
So between Friedrich and Skopek, very little difference. With 4 laps now to go.
Fila takes the lead. He took the inner line, but now Prashek has a better exit and reclaims the lead again. Fila will try to take the position again, but still doesn't manage to do so.
Prashek seems to be pulling ahead.
Again, they're in 1/10 of a second in the first sector. 37.761 and 37.752. Those are the first sector times for the leading two. But we must say that Friedrich and Skopek are 0.2 faster in this first sector than the leading two, Fila and Prashek. But it's still almost 1.9 seconds difference between the first and the second leading group.
Which is quite a lot on a race of this type. Prashek still in the lead.
Can he find an answer for Michal Fila and pull away in this last part of the race?
Prashek seems to be extending his lead.
In the second sector, Prashek was much faster than Michal Fila. Over 0.3 of a second, and there we have that gap in between them. Over the finish line they go. Almost 3.5 of a second was the gap over the finish line, but Fila is faster in this part. And again, he closed down on Prashek and is on his rear wheel. Fila goes in front as they overtake a back marker, but was this an overtake under the blue flag?
Can't see.
It's hard to say. Now Fila is in the front, but the steward will have to call this one. Only 2.5 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. 2.5 laps to go in this Superstock 1000 race. Live from Slovakia ring.
Fila still in the lead. Recently retaken the lead. Prashek just behind.
Somebody went out. It's number 81. It's Florian Hassler. He's a bit down the order. Now again, Prashek tries to overtake Fila, but Fila closes the door. We are in this long right corner, and then this exit on the start and finish line. 74 thousandths of a second is the difference, but Prashek now
is ahead. Prashek
yes,
ahead.
Prashek is ahead, but Fila is on the inner line and manages to take the lead again in front of Prashek, but Prashek won't just let it go. Fila and Prashek still in their fight throughout this race.
Prashek really trying now, really just on his tail. So we're just awaiting the confirmation of the third, fourth positions.
This will be a fight until the last corner between Michal Fila and Michal Prashek. Is Prashek holding something for the last? Prashek now overtakes Fila, but Fila takes the inside line, who will manage to hold the line. Both stay inside. Nobody makes any crucial mistakes. And we are in the last lap.
Close. So close.
This is the last lap, ladies and gentlemen. Prashek or Fila, they touch, and they're both down. What a crash! Fila and Prashek touch, and they're both down on the gravel. What a crash, ladies and gentlemen. Fila is on the gravel, and even a third place. Even Marek Skopek is out of this race. Marek Skopek is also out. Prashek and Fila are on the ground.
So that's three bikes off the course.
Nobody is getting up. It will be Arnaud Friedrich who will take the victory, but Prashek and Fila are not getting up. This was a hard crash. Will there be a red flag, although it's the last lap? What an outcome, ladies and gentlemen.
We seem to have a red flag.
Yes, we have a red flag.
We have a red flag.
This is a very unfortunate situation. Both of the riders didn't want to let go on the entrance into the first right corner. And then they touched. After the touch, Michal Prashek fell down from his bike under the wheels of Michal Fila. And then Fila also crashed heavily into the gravel. We hope that everything will be okay with the riders. This is a very unfortunate situation. Fila is not getting up. We see Prashek is okay. And we see Marek Skopek trying to get back on the track because he has to finish the race in order to, has to come to the Parc Fermé in order to get points for this race.
That is just so unfortunate.
This is a very, very difficult situation for both teams and for both riders. We hope that everything will be okay with Michal Fila. This was then...
He certainly took that... that was a bad crash. Very bad crash.
Unfortunately, still, we don't have any positive information at this moment. Still, Fila is being treated by the medical staff.
Just awaiting information. So we just confirm current positions.
So we have a confirmation for this race that it won't be, of course, continued. We have to wait to see which lap will be taken as the last lap regarding the classification. We'll see. I believe it won't be the last time they went over the start and finish line. It will be the lap before. But that confirmation will come later on into the program. Now we must announce our...
We will take a break and we'll be back very shortly.